Boombastic Sounds, episode number 92. How are you guys doing? Yes, and tonight we are very blessed to have in the studio the one and only Hollie May. How are you doing?
That's it. First
I didn't know I was trying to slip up before we even
get
into it. Yeah, I know, right?
What are you going to say, Hollie May?
No.
Some sort of burlesque dancer from the 80s.
Yes, Hollie, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you in. Yeah, sweet. And we have, of course, as usual, Ollie Linear is in the place. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. A bit of a shitty day. Buses have been fucking pissing me right off.
As per usual.
Everything that could have gone wrong today has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Cycling.
How many girls have thrown ships at your head today?
I haven't been bullied at all for at least 4 days.
Well, that's the first.
4 days, yeah. So it's actually all right. How about you, Ollie?
Yeah, man, I've been not too bad. I had a bit of a slip up earlier in the week where I, because it was wet grass, we went down to the top of Yate Estate and got a bit too carried away when we were going down the hill, and I just completely stacked it basically. Like bunny hopped off of this lip right at the bottom, did like 30 miles an hour, and took all the skin off my right shoulder, which was not fun.
That's
but
terrible.
I would not recommend it to anyone out there.
That's terrible.
But you know what? It's all good because I had my helmet on and that saved my head because I probably would have been pretty concussed. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I'm all right. You know, can't complain. It's 2020. It doesn't feel like we're getting into the winter, but we slowly are.
It definitely fucking is the winter. I'm up at like 6 o'clock every day and it was dark.
Yeah.
For like the first time in ages.
Oh my days.
And the heating's going on later. So yeah, that's it.
No,
it's all ruined, isn't it?
Oh,
that's
mate.
the sign of the downfall of winter, isn't it? The first time you put the heating on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh mate. Well, to warm you guys up, if you are starting to feel the blues right now, we have got 2 hours of amazing new music coming to you guys. We are simultaneously streaming out to you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope, RIP Mixer. With all the new guidelines in place that's been coming into force, it's a good time to remind you we are on other platforms. So if we do cut out for whatever reason with these new guidelines that are coming in, we are on YouTube and Twitch. Those are our like main ones. We are at Boombastic Sounds on all of those. So yeah, you can find us nice and easy. So just giving you guys a heads up because this is the first show we've done since Facebook are like, yeah, we don't want you to do live streams for entertainment purposes with music, which, you know, is kind of our whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, completely.
Luckily, a lot of the stuff we play is unsigned, so we may get away with it, but...
Yeah.
Apparently it's been there for ages.
It has, but they've tightened it right up.
You guys are sounding a little bit echoey, man. Are you sure you got that?
Yeah, no, it's because we're sharing the mic, Hollie. We do this every week and we got to get...
Yeah, I know that, mate. I'm just saying that you're sounding particularly echoey.
Yeah, we would, because we're sharing
you normally
the mic,
make up for it because of how much you shout, Ollie.
Yeah. Well,
maybe I need to be closer.
Yeah.
You be
That's
close.
right.
You're going to have stuff that's much more interesting to say than me.
You know, it's a down episode when Ollie Linear can't even muster the energy to shout into a microphone.
Hey, I can't be fucked. I'm going to sleep in a minute. Sorry,
oh my days. Right. Well, good love and big love out to all of you guys that have managed to make it into the start of the show already and have been lighting up the chat. We are going to get into it in just a little moment. Let me just boot up the playlist right about now. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
You're off again.
It's up. And we're away. Let's get into our first
He's not allowed a
tune.
soundboard and he keeps sneaking it in every fucking week.
What do you mean?
Unbelievably annoying.
What?
Unbelievably annoying.
Let's get into the first tune. This is one that I've been playing quite a lot recently. This is the one and only Dwayne White with My Tech, My Back.
Oh, yes.
And this is a free download. So you can download it for free right now if you want to.
I'm going to get on the share, then I'll shout some people out.
Do it, man.
And for those of you who don't know, this is Hollie May. again?
Rumble in the Jungle.
Rumble in the Jungle. What's the label?
Deep in the Jungle as well. A few other people that are in the pipeline, but I can't talk about it.
Oh, really? Okay. Deep in the DMV scene of the Southwest and all over the country, so she knows her DMV and we get a lot of it, which is why she's here.
As Coach Joe's boss is saying, what y'all drinking? We're back on the coffee as per usual.
Water.
Yeah, H2O. We'll do it like this. Go! Yes!
My boyfriend would like this.
Yeah, nice.
I like the use of the samples.
Nice, Dwayne White's so good.
Yeah, really top production from Dwayne.
Sounds a bit progressive.
It's like hardcore that goes into cycle. It's mad. As you get to dance in the place, the same banging. Dope John, like, this is nice. 90s in the place, say, oosh. Yes, mate, how you doing, bro? Out to Coach Joe's boss, saying he's having a beer. A 10% beer right now, mate, he's going in. Yeah. Out to Arkyn, who's just
what beer is
my
it?
misfortune. Yeah, let us know.
Like, was it Tenant Sink or something? A lot of the people won't know that. It's older folks.
Look at me when you say that.
We're the same age. In fact, we're all the same age. But Ollie's aged a bit since dyed his hair green anymore. Right, okay, so big ups to Marty Ashton. Big ups to Harry Jonas Boss. Big ups to Daz. And to music, just make all the cool memes. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Making memes to me. Good night to Callum. El Blocko, the bad man. How you doing, sexy? Callum Gilbert's in the place. What else we got? Juicy, yo! How you doing?
Ah, yes, Juicy, how you doing, man?
John. Nutty T's in the place also. How you doing? We got a nice full crowd here tonight.
Yeah, man.
I was expecting the numbers to drop quite heavily after this little bit of Facebook scare, because a lot of music people are just ditching the platforms, don't they?
Yeah,
Well, we'll
going
see
over
if
to
we
Twitch
can-
and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's loads of other platforms at the moment. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I mean, I know loads of people have been boycotting Facebook in general, but it hasn't really been like Facebook out of all the social media platforms is like the biggest one in the UK. I feel more than anything else. You know what I mean? Like, there's like everyone in America loves to bash on about just like Twitter and like Twitch, all that kind of stuff, like all day long. Like they don't even mess with Facebook, but. It's hard to know. It's probably going to affect the people in the UK the most, I reckon.
100%. Everybody's ditching it. Run things, we're going to be pretty much ditching the platform.
Yeah.
We've had enough of it. So we're looking at other things.
I've been pulled loads of times, and I play quite underground stuff.
It's funny because we don't get pulled here, but like we'll do a Mandy stream and get pulled 8 times.
Apparently it's because of if you're talking over it changes the waveform. They pick up waveforms.
Yeah.
So if you're talking over it,
it's the same as Shazam. It's the same technology as Shazam.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you talk over Shazam, it'll change the waveform and it won't match.
Yeah, man.
It's basically just a sonic pattern, isn't it?
Right.
Well, I think it's because like a lot of the time we're talking over tracks as well, so that helps kind of like throw off all the bots that are trying to snipe all the tunes on there.
Bastards.
Yeah, the swines.
And that's it. As we say that, we're just about to get dropped.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Yeah, probably. no, I am joking. Yeah.
Ollie Lily loves to curse the show, that's for sure.
Good night to Lee Deems. How you doing?
Oh, mate. Yeah. Okay, let's get into my next choice for this week. Now, Austin Payne had a submission last week, and I was like, I wonder what Austin's been up to. And he's done this awesome collab with Badjuh, The Power of the Dark Side. I wasn't too sure if we played this before, but I really like it so much that we're going to put it. Yeah, if we're worth another rewind, you know. So let's check this out. This is The Power of the Dark Side.
30 T's in the live stream. We've got 2 or 3 tunes muted, so we haven't done one since yet. It's going to be the case. I think that the next one is Twitch or Mixcloud.
Yeah.
Mixcloud.
They're all tied with actual record labels or streaming channels. So
nice.
What's the other one? So Twitch has just been bought by
Just appreciate this drop for a second, mate.
Oh, we're going to appreciate the drop, mate. That's pretty nice. Congrats to Reese Wilson.
I like the use of Ewoks in this. Or was that R2D2? That's R2D2, isn't it?
I don't know, I'm far too fucking like busy to
Busy bus fiddling.
Yeah, basically.
Getting the bus to and from work.
Basically. That's Arkyn. I'm struggling with the flow on this one, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. It's a little bit stop-starty in places.
Yeah.
I just like the overall production of it. It's pretty tasty.
Very clean.
Yeah.
Austin Painters is R2. There you go. I don't know what R2 is, but...
It's the little robot.
What? With what?
The little like blue and white robot.
Oh, what? In that thing there? What in that film thing?
What, in that film thing? What, Star Wars
Darth
thing?
Vader film,
Star film.
Yeah, Dad's reckons it needs more cowbell.
Everything needs more colours. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, that is the correct word to assign this tune.
It's a bit nuts, isn't it?
So everybody, I'm not above shaming you as you do every week. So let's get liking, let's get sharing, let's get commenting, and let's get this moving. Need I say more? If your tunes it in, the more people that share it, the more people are going to hear it, and the more promotion you get. So
Yeah,
it's
mate.
simple.
Yeah.
There we go. And I will shame you next week if you don't, because I go through the shares every week. I do.
Do you want some more coffee, mate?
No.
I've never seen you this low energy in quite some time.
Mate, I got an hour's sleep last night.
Yeah.
Not asleep.
Why?
I just didn't sleep. I just didn't, it wasn't even. It
Just
wasn't
have
even
lavender
anything
oil.
fun. Yeah. Lavender. Oh, fuck me, no. I can't stand all that stuff.
Oh, mate. Well, this is going to be an
Makes you
interesting
sleep.
2
I
hours.
tried
So.
lavender. I got some lavender essence.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I put it on my pillow, and I put too much on it. Burnt my face.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that again.
Fair enough. Maybe just put less.
Yeah.
You know, you can't use common sense with Hollie involved.
No.
That's for sure.
Fair enough.
There's none.
All right, we're gonna get into something a bit more down tempo now. So I might get you a little pillow, Wally,
Yeah,
for this
please.
one. This is trippy hip hop shit with White Boy and CEO. This is from Teabreak. He had a submission on the show when we had Moving Water on. I
Oh,
thought I'd
yeah.
see what else he's been doing, and he's got this really nice like down tempo like trip hoppy sort of tune. So I thought it was worth pimping it out because it's not had that much traction and it's pretty solid.
Okay,
I
so
like the intro. It's
it's nice and chill. Like this will put me to sleep in a minute. Not because it's
I hope so.
boring, just because it's chill.
Then I won't have to listen to it for the rest of the rest of the show.
Evening, Tommy. Yeah, I do like a bit of this stuff.
Geezettes.
Geezettes.
Evening geezers and geezers. So I could be a geezer.
That's it. Well, the thing is, I've stopped. Like you can't call actresses anymore. It's actors.
Really?
Yeah. Up to like 10
fair
years ago.
enough, yeah.
Because you're not supposed to sort of genderize sort of job titles.
Yeah.
But now it's just like guys for me includes is masculine and feminine. Geezers,
Yeah. I
masculine and
suppose
feminine.
I
for
feel
me.
quite strongly about that because I
Yeah.
don't really like to reference myself as a female DJ.
No,
So I'm just a DJ. So
exactly. Can you imagine if you had to call yourself a DJS?
DJ.
DJS. That would make DJS
That's Mrs.
double
DJS
fun.
to
Yeah,
you.
Mrs. DJS.
So as I say, it is pretty down
I
tempo.
thought this was supposed to be OP's bangers.
Well, I actually removed the bangers part ages ago,
Oh,
mate.
did you? Shows how much I listen to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, just shows how much you pay attention to the show.
Anything at all.
Yeah. But to say, it's really nice, well produced, really nice flow to it. Yeah.
Nice kick.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna take it up. And Hollie sent me some bangers as well, so we'll get into those at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of exclusives this week from the one and only Beat-Pimp, John Connor, Limix, and Badjuh as well. We've got a huge amount of tune selections for the tune submissions, a bunch of stuff to talk about in the news. Remix competition is going to be happening with you guys as well, so look forward to that. I can't wait to hear the results from that. And
Not to mention an exclusive from me.
what have you put in?
I did. You specifically asked me for one.
Yeah, I know.
Just turn the mic around.
Yeah.
Donna fucked it up. Hello.
There you go, that's a little
There
better.
we go. That's it. There we go.
Just talk into the mic,
Hello.
Hollie. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Don't be afraid of
We've
it.
got an exclusive from me. It's signed, so.
Yeah, I mean, I downloaded it. I didn't say I was going to play it on the show.
Yeah, I've seen it in the list. It's good.
You what?
It's good because I sampled Pee Wee, but I sampled the suggestible Pee Wee Herman bits, so it's quite bad.
Oh, great.
So, Pee Wee being sexy, can you imagine it? It's not nice.
Not really, no.
Yeah, really not nice.
Oh, my days. Yeah, so shout out to Aaron Can who's saying, get on YouTube, Tony. And that is right, because on Facebook, you only get like 720. I can't remember what the audio is on it, but it's not as great. On YouTube, you get full 1080, 60 frames a second, and you get all the audio quality as well that we're putting out to you. So you get all of the awesomeness.
You get everything.
Into your face.
And without the face shitness that is Facebook.
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
exactly. All right, let's get into our first batch of exclusives. First up is the one from the Beat-Pimp. This is Dropkick. Volume 1 or version 1. One of those. But yeah, let's get into this. This is pretty sick.
Again, more down-tempo choices.
But we can't handle, or we can't use what we get submitted to us. We're waiting until we get into it, mate.
Yeah. Normally EPs at like 100-200 BPM plus for its bangers.
Well, you wait until we get into the Unlucky Dip, mate. They're all 200 BPM mashups.
Was it?
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
Scared already.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, you said that was fucking chill. Yeah, you're also on Callum, I think. Hello, Benji Pie, you techno legend. Atantari Umu was saying it was on number 6 on the charts last week. Nice. I mean, where'd you go? Derek John's got a Limpless tune, not asking
Yeah.
You really are trying to put me back to sleep. What?
I didn't think this on, hey?
I thought this was your banger.
No, I just said this is the exclusive.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what that whole pause with me talking was, Ollie.
Oh, so you out.
You really. Do you want me to turn your headphones off a bit? Are you right?
No, I
Do
can't.
you want some more coffee? Do you want some caffeine? Do
I've got enough.
you want some wines and sneak or something?
I feel you're ruining this poor person's tune now.
No, I feel you're ruining it with you not realising it what it is. Is this your kind of thing, Holly?
I like this.
Nice.
It's interesting. I wouldn't usually listen to it, but it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. That whole like big beat, funky sort of stuff.
I'm a real mean dream when you wake. Nightmare on the page and they want to debate. But you cannot protest the hotness. We got this. Drop kick.
Nice. That bass line with the sort of way it's like slices through. Yeah,
I like that.
it's really satisfying.
You like to sound fat on the ring as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Drop kick.
As the Callum Gilbert say, this is why everyone says that Ollie is terrible.
Which Ollie?
This one, obviously.
Hi, Ollie. Hi, Ollie.
The one that doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're struggling to get it right tonight.
Yeah.
We see, that's probably been better, isn't it? There we go. You should be okay, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there we go.
Please send help.
Dream when you wake. Nightmare on the page and they want to debate.
Oh yeah.
But you cannot protest the hotness.
Oh man. Yeah, so people are loving that in the chat. And
That's a bang,
yeah,
I like that.
Would you call that a synthwave? I would.
synthwave.
Yeah.
Not really. Synthwave is
It's like
more.
really breakbeaty, but
Yeah.
also, I don't know.
Synthwave is like purely like on the synths. Like synths is kind of like just being stroked by the 80s. Do you know what I mean?
Inherent Records is
Brilliant.
dark synthwave, potentially.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's cool.
I liked it, man. It was really nice.
Right, so Ollie, this is
Yes.
just for you right now. So we're in the exclusives part of the
Yeah.
show. Yeah,
Okay.
this is where people have sent in tunes to us that are
Yeah.
exclusive to Boombastic
Yeah.
Sounds that you cannot hear anywhere else than on Boombastic Sounds right here, right now.
Do you know what I'm more surprised about?
What's that?
You've put a John Connor tune in your weekly bangers.
So funny, isn't it? What do you reckon, Holly?
I'm staying out of it.
I would. The problem is, right, we normally argue much worse, but I'm too tired to really argue with it.
It's just like getting like slapped in the face with a flip flop. You're just like, all right,
Yeah, it's just
whatever.
slightly annoying, yeah. It's the best way to be, isn't it? You don't want to be mega annoying.
Bit of a damn
People
squid,
like
don't you?
If you're just a little bit annoying, like a niggling paper cut. It's
Just
still a
like,
little
alright.
bearable, aren't you?
Tolerable.
Tolerable, that's it, tolerable.
Yeah.
And tolerance.
When you
is
come
what
back
makes
with
the
something a
world
bit
go round
harder,
as well.
like
So, yeah,
that'll be the time to speak, Hollie.
I'm tolerant. I create tolerance in the world. Tolerance to everybody.
It's a good
What?
skill to have.
Yeah, I'm the best skill.
Are you? What?
He just fucked up it. He just tried to put a fucking. He tried to put a thing in and it didn't work. So he turned down.
Yeah, that's hilarious, Hollie. Because no one else got it either.
I
So I like that you're the only person who gets this joke and finds it funny. But that's amazing.
I saw a stupid little cursor go across the screen and nothing happened. I was
Because I'm trying to play this and make sure it's empty. You dumbass. Anyway, this is John Connor with Superstition.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Austin Payne reckoned it was called glitch hop.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'm glad you got a bit more up tempo with your bangers this week, OP.
Thanks, mate.
Much better choice for your OP bangers.
Are you really going to be doing this for every single tune that we play now?
Basically, yeah, you started me off. I've got
Like,
nothing else left
seriously?
in me, yeah. Got nothing else left in me.
Seriously?
Nothing else. Yours is coming, Callum, I think, mate. Calm down. What's your production name, Callum?
Techno time. Let's go.
This is John Connor. Like, remember I was doing the Manhattan's techno party.
Oh, yeah.
So that was John's night, basically.
Oh,
so I was helping run it.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy as well, John.
I do like a bit of techno.
Yeah. Surprisingly dark for John as well. Yeah.
I prefer the darker stuff.
Yeah.
In most things.
Yeah, that was good.
You into your techno?
What's that?
Is Hollie, you into your techno?
Yeah, I like it. I don't know much about it, but I like it.
But you spend a lot of time at, off the rails and stuff, like at Elusive.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at free parties.
Yeah, that is.
Back in the day when I was far too young.
Well, back in the before times, like when we were allowed to have fun, having events and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Way back then.
Yeah.
I've actually been very fortunate to play out with it.
Where was that?
I've been playing at Lakota last night.
Yeah.
Lakota last night. Wrist Tech. Playing at the end of the month as well.
Oh, nice. Good to see all the gigs coming back in there. And to get asked to do them is a real fucking big
it
thing.
is
It's
nice.
so limited.
Very honoured.
Yeah, Gary Jones was giving us an absolute 10 for this like Gone. And 90's loving this as well, saying top notch stuff.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, can you?
Straight up.
It's good.
I always love the kick on techno.
Yeah.
That was great.
That big beat.
It's all about the offbeat shuffle for me.
Yeah. Out of the ordinary.
You know, like the proper, like, just a little like thing with your eyebrows just then as well. Just like, that's all about the offbeat shuffle for me.
I'm struggling.
So you should be have it puffing on a techno pipe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the kick bass and this is well, that's good to me.
Fabulous.
I'm like a kick connoisseur.
Yeah. Yes, Ollie Lydia, the kick connoisseur.
I am. That's what I am.
Please, if anyone's good at doing cartoons, please make a little meme of that. That'd be amazing.
It happens far too much. Honestly.
Yeah, only with the most wrongest stuff. That's
know.
the problem. Right, let's get into the next exclusive for this week. We have Limix with, oh man, how am I going to say this? Ginyong Gaba. I think that's how you say that. Ginyong Gaba. Do you want to have a go at that? Ollie? How do you say that?
Gin and gap gap.
Get on gap.
There we go.
Limix, that'll do.
I swear this has been purposely called this to fuck us up. I swear.
It wouldn't surprise me.
My mind is blown.
Exactly. Teddy T, yo. John Coffrey, yo.
Oh yeah, John Coffey in the Blaze.
It's kind of got that like psytrancey element to it as well.
Does, doesn't it? Slow sidetracks. Is this going to be a new thing in like 2021?
Like, this is already a thing, Ollie.
What, slow sidetrack?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like any BPM you can imagine psytrance at, there's a version of it out there already.
Call it slide trance.
Yeah.
That makes me very sad. Makes me very sad, yeah. Trust sidetracks to incorporate the entire BPM range.
Well, just like
No,
all music.
nothing else does it.
Yeah, it does.
Have you ever heard a 200 BPM rock and roll song?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Where?
You can guarantee if there's a type of music out there, it's out there on the internet somewhere.
200 BPM rock and roll song?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard 100 BPM drum
Mate,
bass
so,
song?
who was it? Dwayne
No.
White was posting that video of somebody remixing a Bon Jovi like
but that's
offbeat
not
trance
rock
tune.
and roll, this is offbeat
Yeah,
trance
no, it's not
remix.
rock and roll. I'm just saying, who the hell wants to produce a Bon Jovi psytrance offbeat techno tune? Somebody did, obviously, because they were playing it at a party.
No, but still, BPM ranges are BPM ranges. You won't find a 100 BPM D&B tune, it wouldn't be called BPM, it wouldn't be called drum and bass. You couldn't, it'd be called halftime. You couldn't produce a 300 BPM drum and bass tune, it'd be called breakcore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting through to
But
it,
what? You're just being obscure for the point of being
No,
obscure.
I'm not. I'm making a very good point that genres do not take up entire BPM ranges. Whereas
You'll thank me
sidetracks
later.
is.
Said, okay, ladies, stay calm. You got
Yes.
this. I agree.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, like,
Oh
I
God.
can't be honest to comprehend it, honestly.
It's a very basic principle to grasp, but it's fine. Anyway, side trance. But it's nice anyway, I like this.
After all of that,
Yeah.
that's what we have to get to.
I nearly mustered a good argument there. I just had enough. I swear, I feel you're going to suck my energy though for the rest of the show. I think I've only got one more argument left in me. I'll just be like that.
I mean, if you want to go, that's fine. Just go now.
I will do my time. I will do my time.
God,
Right,
Thanks. I love you too.
what's that?
Yente. Yente.
Yanti, yeah, this is
Oh.
Hollie May Yanti, get to know. Yanti loves his D&B and stuff.
Great.
He's quite a good producer as well.
I'm more in love with
You gold.
Daz Shadforth right now saying hashtag ball gag for gold.
Yes. Ball gag for gold. What's a ball gag?
Jojo Response's hashtag moot gold.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. It just pods along, doesn't it? It's pretty well produced.
There's definitely a lot of elements to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sonically it's all sat everywhere nice. You can hear everything. Everything's in its correct ranges.
I think like it would definitely appreciate from having some sort of breakdown like around about here. Like I know,
Breakdown, some hi-hats maybe.
yeah, just something simple, just try and like,
Break it up a bit.
yeah, for sure. It's all about keeping the audio listener engaged and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Wow, Restream has already awarded us 100 messages, a plus 100 messages thing, so soon into the show. God,
Ollie,
really
that
makes-
took you so long to say that. Like, wow, Restream has just given us 100 message notification. That's good, isn't it?
I thought my delivery was slightly
Is this
better
what
than
it's
that.
come to, Ollie?
I thought it was slightly better than that. I'm running out of stuff.
Do you want me to make you some more coffee, like for
Right,
real?
people start telling me what we're up to, so I've actually got stuff to say and post from quote fucking.
How about listen to the
Restream.
tune and react to the tune rather than just
Why
reading
not?
dribble?
Actually, I'll get on board with this piano. This could be it. Oh!
Well, let's get into the next one. This
Yes, here
is
we go.
a
This is your
bad
way,
tune,
This is
bad
your way.
tune
Yes.
from the one and only Badjuh. This
Oh,
is Set
yes.
You Free.
That early 90s vibe.
Yeah,
Yes, Daz. I don't
looking
know
forward
what
to
a ball
this.
gag
I like the
is.
artwork. That's cool.
yeah, it's dope.
It's good. What is a ball gag? Somebody said I like a ball
Oh,
gag.
shut the front door on me, for real.
Huh? Oh, what were those S&M things?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long 2 hours, Holly. I'm warning you out. Don't worry, I got you back.
Yes!
Just give you a bit of energy.
This is it, here we go.
Oh yes.
I kind of feel it needs a bit of a master on it.
I feel like there could be a bit more weight in the kick.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Whoa!
Like, personality is spot on this though. It's proper
You know what?
poppy.
I think they've done it purposely.
Yeah, maybe. To get that early sound.
It's got, definitely got some in there.
Yeah.
Oh!
As Gary Jonas Boss
Yes.
is saying, hashtag, yeah, boy!
Yeah, I fucking love this. I love this.
And Yenti Thailand is definitely party mode on the pitch right now.
Big ups to Haley Lappin. Oh, fuck's sake. Take the time.
Oh man.
Take the time. Yes.
Oh, that is sick.
I feel like this has been made at about 140 BPM, mixed down and then speeded up afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm always a junglist at heart, so it's
You know that. Can't beat a good day, man.
Yes! Juicy said, what a drop.
It just keeps on giving.
Oh,
Very
we just
true.
broken the 30 people mark. Get in. Get in. Fair play, guys.
Bearing in mind, you're just looking at Facebook. You do have a bunch of guys on YouTube as well and Twitch. Big love out to all of you guys. Wherever you're watching Boombastic Sounds, make sure to remember to like, comment, share. Let us know what you think about any of the tunes that we're playing tonight. Because we have guys like this watching the chat. Loving it. They want to see your feedback.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, man.
Really like it.
I'm totally into this breakdown here right now.
I'd like to hear a little bit more of this bit in the whole track.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a bass line.
You know that. You me both.
Hey, if you want to send me the stems to this, I'd love to do a dog remix. Get me over the stems.
Of course you would.
Yeah, man.
Of course you would.
That piano at the beginning.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum. Imagine how good that would be. Wouldn't it?
I really rate that dark bit.
Yeah,
in that
man.
section.
It's good stuff.
Nutty T says exactly the same. I can't even fucking
Yes,
speak.
no ET.
Yeah, I know you can't.
I can't even speak, so I'm drinking.
So we just
It's a
talk
blessing,
for you.
honestly. Make the most of it, people. You only get one. All right, let's get into tune submissions. So if you guys are watching this show right now, you want to get a tune on the show, it's really simple. All you have to do is go over to our Facebook or YouTube channel. There will be a video that says tune submissions in big capital letters on it. Go down to the comment section, hit your link up in there. If you have a tune that is a private submission or exclusive, you don't want to add it in the public domain, just go over to our Facebook page and slide into our DMs there. Or you can email us boombasticsounds@gmail.com. That is boombasticsounds@gmail.com. And that's what some of these amazing people have done. Starting off with Arkyn. This is Supernatural.
Going out to Stefan. Wow, another chilled one for your bangers, OP. But if your bangers is going on a terribly long time this week, OP, have you just chosen all of the tunes in the chat?
Sorry, what was that? You're saying something?
Yeah. Oh, you made it work this time.
So is there anything you want to say, Ollie?
No.
What was that?
Go on, let me mouth it this time. Go on.
Go on then.
I saw the thing. You can't treat me like that. I know how that works.
Oh, do you?
I'm done.
Do you want to try it again?
Go on then.
Go on then.
You've changed. I know what I can see the sine waves opening. I work with them every day.
Yeah, no, I'm choosing different ones as well. Which one are you going to go for? Go on.
I can't. Go on then.
Go on.
It's getting boring now. Go on.
Time to go to the next tune. It's Arkyn, Supernatural.
Oh, nice bit of low end break beat again. Yeah, Yancy, we're back on the tunes.
elevator tunes.
Yanti saying, come on, more music, less bullshit. I agree with you, Yanti, I agree.
This is nice.
Yeah, I'm really feeling the old school for this.
That is really nice. I know Juicy would be loving this at home.
Yeah. And Arkyn has said in the comments is big, heavy 808s and sub-bass, atmospheric pads, vocals, and other melodic elements.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which is all of my kind of things.
That's substance.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The shuffles running through the breakbeats are fucking lovely as well. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not all about the bangers, it's about the ones that sort of just take you back down a little bit. This isn't Liquid.
I think it'd be older style Liquid. Before there was Liquid, sort of like LTJ Booker was kind of the first sort of like jungle style Liquid.
But it was all just drum and bass then, it wasn't really...
It's only these youngsters that like to put a tag on fucking everything.
Fucking all fucking day.
I was supposed to play Liquid last night, but it didn't happen.
It's like when Parker goes to play his run team, he's supposed to be playing jungle, and then 10 minutes in, it's just jump up, roller, jump up. Yeah.
Yeah, because you said to me you've got to play loads of jungle, and well, we didn't.
No.
It's Robin and D&B.
I like all sorts, that's the thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd say this is definitely more like jungle more than Liquid or anything else.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I can see why somebody would call it Liquid Jungle, because it is very... It's got that liquid
I got
vibe.
backlash for saying Liquid Jungle. And it was like, what's Liquid Jungle? So all jungle and liquid.
Yeah, Liquid Jungle.
Simple.
But you know, with the era we're from, there was happy hardcore, there was hardcore techno, there was techno, there was jungle, there was...
Can you get a bit closer to the mic, mate?
Yeah, well, it's a struggle.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you need to lead into it.
terribly invading Hollie's space. You know what I mean? I got to be respectful. I got to think about sound levels and personal space.
It's like you're leading into the mic. You know?
Anyway, as I was saying, we had basically like 8 subgenres of rave music. And now you've got 8 in jungle and D&B alone.
Right, just give up on this story for a minute because I want to enjoy this tune a bit more.
Anyway, shit story.
It was.
All of you new guys, give it a share, give it a like, just get in the comments, tell me stuff so I've got babble bollocks at you.
If you want to make it interesting, tell Ollie Linear what he should be saying to make it interesting.
Yeah, do that.
What are interesting things that Ollie Linear can say? Let us know in the chat. Ollie Linear says, and then whatever you want him to say, we'll see if we can get the puppet to go to work.
The next 5 messages I will indiscriminately read.
Oh God.
Watch out for stuff I shouldn't be saying and just mute me. But I will say, actually I might mute myself. Yeah, I'm into this. What time is it?
It's got that really like early 90s sound.
There you go.
Oh, so Yankee said scab song, because I make scab beats all the time, don't I? Which are quite popular. Ollie does love dick. Yeah, Michael. I do. I have one myself.
There's one right here, right?
It allows me to urinate. How could you not love something that allows you to urinate?
Hey Ollie, there's one right here.
Ollie Linear says OP is the best and does all the work on the show. It's true. He does. I don't do fuck all. Free fitty, yes, Yankee.
Very good, that was a very good tune.
It was, wasn't it?
Really, really nice stuff there from Arkyn. And yeah, big respect out to you, mate, because he sent in that tune, I think that's the last part of last week, just as we were like finishing the show. So yeah, really excited to get that on there as well. Let's see, what do we have next? We have Brave New World with By Long After Midnight. And this is, Long After Midnight.
Oh, we've got the worst sentence for me to say now.
Here we go.
Boombastic Sounds is what the show is called. Donk is shit. Is what the show is called. Donk is shit and Ollie L is bold. I get bullied again. I get bullied.
That was a particularly cruel one.
It was, yeah, but not, of course, not
Just to stick the knife in there right at the edge.
It nearly hurt me a little bit. I struggled to read it.
We can tell, don't worry.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, let me just cross this over.
Afraid to live, afraid to die. Don't see the point in suicide. The die is cast, the end is near. The consequence already here.
Should we sing along?
I'm not sure I'll have a limit now.
No, it's too fast.
It would be alright if you could see like, the words before. Maybe I'd have a profit about it.
But thanks so much for your concern.
Yeah, Atari, please don't send me weird shit. Please.
I'm not sure where I sit with these.
Yeah, it's not the kind of usual stuff we get taken in.
If I like raw metal stuff, that has to be quite heavy.
Yeah.
This is more like
It's like the early 2000s.
industrial metal. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
I feel like this is a more metal version of Placebo, but like not quite gothy enough for me to get into.
Yeah, I want some of that.
Yeah. If you took the distorted guitars away, replaced it with some sort of Juno synthesizers, you would have a Spice Girls song. You would have a Spice Girls song.
I think like for me, my biggest issue is it just sounds like it's a bit, like the actual production as a whole sounds like it's a bit flat. Like it's not, the elements in it, they're not quite grabbing you as much as they should, you know what I mean? Because you can hear the vocal really crystal clear, but like the guitars and everything else, it feels like very forced into the background. I don't know if that's like a design choice, but it makes it feel, yeah.
The guitars too far behind.
That's what I mean, it makes it all feel quite muted.
The bass is too big, you can hear the reverb in the snare, which you're not really supposed to. You're supposed to just kind of sit there a little bit somewhere in the ether. Yeah, the
I
guitar.
quite like the guitar.
Yeah.
If I was going to
Hey, I know what a ball game is, Daz. Yeah, you said game there. Yeah, don't mistype with me right now. Don't touch it straight away. Never mind the
You're out the ball game, eh? Fuck it.
Yeah. Funny enough, music, I can tell you anything, but you start talking about weird S&M things, and yeah, I tend not to know too much about those.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what do you guys reckon of that one?
I don't know where it sits with me.
Yeah.
I struggled with it, to be fair. I struggled with it.
Yeah,
I
man.
quite like the guitar.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean the production in the videos like is pretty cool with the distorted effects, but yeah, it just felt like it was not quite hitting in the way that it should. I don't know.
Some, like,
I don't know if it's just a mastering thing with how like as I say we were talking about earlier with like the guitars, like how it's all been like layered on there. So yeah, see what people are saying in the chat.
But the elements are there, yeah. They are actually. Maybe it's just not to our taste.
Yeah, it's always a possibility, and that's the thing you got to remember, people. We're not trying to be harsh for the sake of being harsh. We all have our own specific music tastes and things that particularly like flick us on or turn us off. You know, just how it goes sometimes. So let's get into it. Let's get to the next one. This is Unhinged Filth with Freedom.
An actual bit of Liquid DB.
Life's Great Lie.
So Derek normally makes hardcore, so this is what a hardcore producer, this is what Liquid is to him, yeah.
If I can remember correctly, this is also going to be pretty hard as well.
That's nice, isn't it? If it was a little bit more broken up, you could call it fucking, I can't remember the genre now. What's that really technical style of TV?
Nero?
Yeah.
It's got the Nero kit.
It has, hasn't it?
Snare, it's got the Nero snare.
Yeah.
like normally when you see like producing like hardcore, you can feel those like hardcore elements in with the breaks.
Really like this. Nice one, Derek.
He does like a weekly Facebook thing, and he said something really interesting about it. It's like people are looking for authenticity. Yeah. Now we don't want to. We don't want to hear the same prototypes.
No, we don't. We don't. Self was always really fucking good at that back in the day. Like a lot of his early stuff was ridiculously outside the box, and a lot of real changes in D&B happened because of that. And obviously, Crust is one of the same.
Yeah. And he's still doing it, and he's still inspiring people to do it. So I recommend to go on his page if you want some advice.
Yeah, his talks are really good every day, aren't they? He was in the studio today, actually, and his set for Antidote was sick. Did you see it?
I didn't.
Look back on it. It was so good.
Yeah. And I think we've got a bunch of the stuff from Antidote on at Boombastic Sounds on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Yes, you can find it on there.
So, yeah, go and check it out if you haven't already.
Kickback. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Hi, Gareth.
All right, let's get into the next one. We've got an awesome tune coming in from the one and only Juicy.
Oh!
This is called The Morning.
Yeah, now this, you want some top class early style jungle. This is the guy, really good. I was lucky enough to remix one of his tunes on a remix album that came out on his label. It's really nice stuff. Yeah, Derek, fair play, mate, it's brilliant.
Yeah, sick, fair play.
Like Juicy always brings it with the production on his tunes, like every single time, and yeah, even taking the time to make a like a real lush intro like this is always appreciated.
Jason's just submitted a track for the Deep in the Jungle compilation. Nice.
Oh, nice. So that's Juicy, that Jason guy. The guy that made it.
Oh, sick. Yeah. I'll put a good word in because it's fun.
Oh, well, yeah. Would you know the guys?
No, I do. Yeah, I do A&R for them.
Oh, it's him. There we go. There we go, Juicy.
Deep in the Jungle.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I saw his profile earlier. There we go. Let's see all the connects. So, I'm sure if you message Hollie, ask him for the address.
Yeah, send me some tunes.
With well, I was going to say a suitable bride, but I suppose that's the same
thing.
You
could just send me some tunes.
So is it Hollie May Lambourne, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hollie May Lambourne.
Hollie's spelled with an I.
Yeah, it's so sick. When I get a chance, I'll tag you in some of my favourite tunes.
Yeah,
all this stuff's fucking lovely. Aaron Can said this is really nice.
Yes, it's so melodic.
feedback would be with submitting it is not to make it too long.
Okay.
Because people don't tend to DJ something when it's that long.
Well, fucking hell, you guys are out within like 32 bars at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, some tunes for sure. Depends what kind of set I'm playing. If I'm going back to back, it's like you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to get them all in, basically. You're trying to outdo the person before you.
Well, what with the double drop culture as well,
Yeah,
you'll get rid of 2 tunes in like, you'll have 2 of them in for like a minute and then
Tunes
be
are
into
way
the
more
next one.
disposable as well,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But they're getting made like it as well now. A lot of the the rollers, they won't change. It'll be there'll be very little variation. You'll be out before the first drop.
Yeah.
Which I think's nice, but
well, it's like but then you do get edge cases as well when it was that Hold Me Tight tune. I can't remember who wrote it. Do you know what I mean? The drum and bass tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the intro for that is like a good 2 minutes in total before it actually gets to the drop.
Yeah, that's an intro tune. That.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But yeah, that was sick, Juicy. Fair play.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome, Juicy. Thank you so much for sending in a tune again, mate. Okay, let's get into the next one. This is Els in Wonderland with Breakdown.
Oh yes, I love a bit of Els. The sounds have been very easy on your ears, Holly, this week. Normally we've had about
Thank God.
We've had like a speedcore tune. We've had like
Steamcore.
Speedcore.
Oh,
Oh my
Steamcore. It's
Fucking
Steamcore.
Steamcore. Yeah,
That's Zoliel. It
That's
is.
gonna be the next one. That's the next one.
But what's it? I always forget that. I call it tonecore, but it's not. It's called fucking something. But yeah, it's like 500-600 BPM, 1000 BPM, and it's just like.
It's just one big waveform.
Basically, yeah. But there's variation in it as well. So actually, oh, Easy's in the place. How you doing, sexy? We've got some of your bike accidents coming up.
Yes, mate.
So you remember Helter Skelter? So in the Technodrome, Easy was one of the main MCs back in the day, and now he sends us all of his biking accidents. Basically his mate just told him to get a bike, and they've all gone out and got bikes, and they just go out every weekend having like amazing crashes in the Welsh Hills.
Amazing crashes.
Yeah, it's fucking so much so that we actually Ollie sampled one of the accident boys.
Yeah. It was a particularly good one.
We got another one coming up.
So you stay locked for that, you don't want to miss it.
We should think of a segment, shouldn't we? Easy's Easy Riders. Yeah. With easy spelt the way that you perform under, and then easy spelt normally. I reckon that a bit. Oh, Harry Jonas Boss has got a breakcore tune in this week.
There's only some I like.
What's that?
Breakcore. There's only some I like.
Oh, I love most of it. I love most of it. It can get a little bit overpowering. I can't stay in the room for like hours, but fucking, I can get into it. This is out on vinyl as well at the moment, people. If you want to get in contact with Els, see what she can ship you a special pink vinyl out.
Sweet. It's got a very sort of like tribal filter, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Spiral Tribe. I'm into this, honestly.
I like the branding actually. That's cool.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, one of Spiral Tribe was the cook when I went to rehab.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Did his time now. He's a cook.
Yeah. And we were having a chat. He was like, oh, I was in Spiral Tribe. I said, I do techno as well. I was like, yeah, what time are you going to be doing those videos? In the news or?
Yeah, we're doing it in the news, mate.
Yeah, so get ready for that, people. It's fucking hilarious. They got basic brace. Yancy said, yeah, some fucking heavy shit. Loving it. Yeah, man. That
So
was
is this
brilliant.
Els?
This is Els in
record
Wonderland. Yeah, this is her record label. I believe she lives out in Spain. That's her rig as well.
Oh, nice. That's dope.
And whenever you see me put a picture up of the baby watching Boombastic Sound, that's her baby.
Yeah. Yeah, big love out to Els in
Yeah,
Wonderland.
that was amazing.
That's a really nice tune. Really, really nice. What do you reckon, Holly?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Sick.
All of her stuff's wicked.
Yeah. All right. Now, the next tune is not actually by the artist himself. This was submitted by one of our fans, Callum Gilbert, sent this in. This is his choice, which is just a little reminder to you guys that you don't necessarily just have to be a producer. You can just be a fan of good music on this show. We do love hearing what you guys are listening to, or if there's specific tunes that you're interested in. Just bring them to the table. We love hearing them. This is a classic from '94, a dub plate by Lavery called Affairs. I'm going to take this into about 30 seconds.
Lavery's on Deep in the Jungle as well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, let's check it out. This is some proper 90s jungle right now.
94 is my favourite era for jungle, actually.
Oh, awesome.
You know, 95, 96 is mine. Like, yes, DJ SS, fucking Black, Ray Keith, yes, all of those. Main faces, can hear keyboard drums used in that tune. Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah. That was really outside the box.
Yes, I love that 808.
That reversed 808. In fact, I found out recently it wasn't a reversed 808 with these. It was a 303.
Yeah.
A reversed TV 303. So Dread Bass, you know, what's the time up to Dread? That one, that's reverse TV 303. I did a dog remix of it. I basically remade the whole section out of the samples, so I found out learned loads about the track.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've recently started mixing my vinyl again.
Oh yeah.
And I've been thinking of my partners as well. He doesn't bangers. He loves like hard tech.
He knows his stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Of course it is.
Yeah, beautiful style. Out to Yenti Darlands is saying this is Made Him Quiet. And Pablo Chamon is saying, oh, I miss this sound, man. You and me both, mate.
Well, Juicy does this really fucking well, so go and check
He
stuff
is
out.
a really top producer.
There's a deal on at the moment on his I think it's, so you've got Beatport and then you've got back on his Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And it's 34 quid for his entire Bandcamp.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
And he's got some absolute bangers. We've featured Juicy on the show a number of times, and every time he sends something in, it's always been really impressive. So go and check it out if you haven't already. And as a little reminder, we will have a full playlist after the show as well. That'll be immediately available for all of you amazing people that support us on Patreon. Thank you so much for everyone that does. And for everyone else, you'll be able to access the playlist a day later on a Friday at 7 p.m.
They definitely don't. But Juicy uses our actual Akai S2000, so he actually uses hardware and outboard samplers, so that's how he's got that nice analog sound.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
man.
can barely recreate that kind of sound unless you're just using the equipment.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you cannot
Yeah.
make it sound like it.
You have to get like so deep into the hardware side, it's mental.
Well, I had one, and they're really easy. I find them easier to use than like cutting up an Aim and in Ableton.
Really?
Yeah, they're just really like intuitive, especially the newer ones with the larger screens.
Yeah.
But you know that analog sound and the 8 outs you get on the back, where you can separate everything and put it onto a big Mackie desk. Will not sound like that. You cannot get it to sound like that.
It's a one in a lifetime type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into last one before we get into the news. This is TNT with DFG.
Oh, so this is the break chord.
Brace myself.
Yeah, it's going to be very original.
Cool.
Here we go.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I would be.
What? Oh my days.
The better is to not to. Your boyfriend would be fucking loving it.
I think this is more like special hardcore rather than breakcore, you know. There's not really many breaks in it, is there?
Well, that's the thing.
That's what I mean.
It's too scatty for hardcore. You know what I mean? Scatty for the breakcore.
How do you mix it?
With great difficulty. So there's a...
Yeah, you're making that up.
That's the bit on it.
Building me up to something, I don't know what.
It's not going to take it.
I'm trying to punch someone.
So you scatty. I'm into it.
My favourite bit here.
Yeah. The bit that makes the most
I can
sense.
comprehend.
Man.
That is perfect.
Yeah, Harry didn't disappoint there.
Holy
Feel like I've
shit.
been on a
Oh
journey.
wow.
Yeah.
That was
3 minute
pretty
journey,
insane.
nonetheless.
Yeah, man.
The thing that amazes me is how much they can fit into 3 minutes.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Absolutely
Not gonna lie. Oh my days. Well, we'll go on after that. Wow. Get Jonas Boss never ceases to surprise us on the show. That's for sure.
And I'm well versed in that style of music, and Harriet still manages to fucking to show me a few things.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as we've got through the first hour of the show, it's time for the news.
Dwayne White made this.
Here we go.
Noise from the crowd.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. So, Hollie, how you holding up?
Good.
How's the first hour for you? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm joking, it's good. Good.
Awesome. We'll get into a full conversation with you in just a tiny weeny little bit. First of all, we have got some exciting stuff to talk about remix-wise. So, any of you guys who weren't aware of, this bank holiday, there was a big rave up in Wales, and Sky went out there, did a bunch of interviews with people, and there's this one classic sample from one of the neighbours who was there of this Welsh lady talking about the boom, boom, boom. And it's already been remixed by a couple of artists, but we think that you guys can do better. So basically, we're putting a shout out to all of you guys right now. If you think you can do a remix of this tune, please go and do it. We will announce a winner in, say, about 2 weeks' time. We've basically come up with this competition very haphazardly. So, I'm going to say 2 weeks from today, which is 17th. Let's say the 17th. You've got till the 17th to get your submission in. And the winner will win all access area to our Patreon. So you'll be able to download all of the HD videos of the show, all the audio-only versions of the show, and anything else we've put on there previously for short films that I've created, or we've got some other stuff from there from the live sessions with Spin Scott and stuff like that. So well worth it.
Yeah, he's wicked, isn't he?
Yeah. So, now we've been talking about it for a while, you're probably wondering what the actual sample is.
Now, before you go into that, because we are putting that up on the screen, nobody was fined at that rave. I know that 100% sure. No rig got taken, nobody got fined. The only thing the police were doing were making sure people were safe to drive home. So don't believe the bollocks. I know that for a fact.
All right, mate.
Big ups to the police for handling it peacefully and decently.
Yeah, man.
All the guys there not getting violent, so don't read the bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that being said, let's check out the news report.
They came from across the UK to party illegally.
Actually, we should probably keep this across just from the actual bit of the news, in case we get claimed by Sky News for using their footage.
People descending on a village in South
For we can use a little sample
causing
bit, that's fine.
widespread disruption.
In fact,
The party started
come
in the early
on,
hours of
where is
Sunday
it?
and carried on throughout the bank
Let's
holiday
get forward
There we go.
to this bit.
weekend.
50, if not more, was going up and down the street. Vans, big, you know the ones you get to you put the horses in the back?
Bless
Yes.
her.
Of course they couldn't go up the top, turning around the back down. Up, down, all night.
And what about the sound of the music?
Well, you had boom, 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 boom.
She's the most sampleable woman ever, isn't she?
Well, you had boom, 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 boom. That's it.
So this is from Ian, PTV.
What about the sound of the music?
Well, you had boom, 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 boom.
And what about the sound of the music?
Well, you had boom, 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 boom,
Well, they
boom.
could have
So,
pulled it in time
yeah,
a little bit better.
this was put up literally like hours after the party was done, so it's a little bit out of sorts, but you get the idea. Okay, so then more recently, someone had done this amazing Spiral Tribe techno remix of this. This is by Media Mate. So check this out. This is nuts. This is what you want.
That's better.
That's it.
That's more like it.
All night.
Fair play to the media guys who made this.
That's it. Vans, of course they couldn't go up. Of course they couldn't go up. Back down.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Not more 50. Not more 50.
Did you see that couple that were giving people cups of tea?
Yeah, let's go. Oh my days.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, so that is that's the sample anyway. So that's a little bit examples of what's been done with it so far. As I say, like there's so much room for so many different genres and all the different styles that you guys do. Yeah, so please get involved. If you think you can do any better, do send them in over to us. Let's get this backing music back on and go. Yes, so if you want to get involved, just send us an email, boombasticsounds@gmail.com with a link to your download, or you can just slide into our DMs on Facebook. We are at Boombastic Sounds on there. So yeah, you've got 2 weeks to come up with a remix of that, however which way you want to cut it, and it can be anything from 30 seconds to 3 minutes if you really want to go all out. It's totally up to you. But yeah, I'm putting a shout out for that because this is just gold. It's very rare you get a chance to have a sample like that. So yeah, please, let's make this girl famous because she deserves it, I think.
She's a classic.
Yeah.
The most sampleable woman ever.
Basically. Okay, let's get out of this into the next news section, which we have a little trailer from the one and only Nutty T, who is not only a music producer, he actually produces films as well.
Okay.
And this is his latest trailer for his film called Getting Out. So let me just bring this down.
Oh, you've been challenged. The Anti-Airlines has given
Yeah.
you 1 week to see what you can make from that.
Well, for me, I don't produce music though, so...
Yeah, have a go. Have a go. Just nick somebody else's music and make a video for it.
Or do like a meme video or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen today? Am I gonna end up fighting?
No, don't mess about.
Or even worse?
Alright, I'll try and do something for you, just for you,
Give me
Giganti. I can't promise it'll be any good, but I'll mash it up somehow.
All came to a head when some guy got his head kicked in down an alley for no reason. Just for being white.
I mean, black, Asian, a foreigner was a foreigner to him. He tarred them all with the same brush. But he never used to be like that. It went from having a bit of fun to getting weapons and dealing drugs and taking our streets back from the foreigners.
This is our ticket, boys. You want to get some money? This is how we do it.
It was then I knew I had to get out.
Ooh.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Fair play, man.
Really good production values on that.
Really good, yeah. I'd quite like to watch that.
So there's no specific release date, as I know, as of yet. Just 2021. So if you want to find out more information on that, please go over to Nutty Tracks on SoundCloud or YouTube, and yeah, give them a follow, and I'm sure there'll be more updates on that. Nice. Okay. Lovely. So yeah, we are very blessed this episode to have the one and only Hollie May is in the studio. How are you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Been faring well.
Yeah, that's good to hear. How's your 2020 been? Because I know it's been a particularly mad one for all of us.
Yeah, it's
but,
been weird.
How's
it's
yours
actually been
been?
quite nice. I've been in Cornwall. I've been in Cornwall and just soaking up nature. Bit cliche, but it's actually really been helpful.
What else can you do in a time like this?
Yeah, exactly. I've actually been reconnecting with stuff and like
reconnecting with nature.
Yeah, thinking about what it is I actually want.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
out of the music industry, because seeing a lot of the live streams put me off a lot.
Yeah.
The way it's like people, it's almost like everyone is in the smoking area waiting for the music to come back on.
Yeah, that's what definitely what it feels like.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's a weird time, but I've had to reassess what I want, and been picked up by a good label that I'm going to be working with.
Oh, nice.
Looking for more female artists without being a gimmick, because I feel obviously quite strongly about that being a female, because I don't really feel like it's necessary to put it out like that, but just for females to be there.
There is a fine line, isn't there?
There's
because,
a fine line.
Some female DJs utilise their sexuality and their feminine assets to expand themselves when they shouldn't have to, and then other female DJs that aren't doing that intentionally then get caught up in that, and then it pulls everything down, because you know the industry has always been quite male driven anyway, and obviously women have for a lot I don't know why, but have always been sort of just dissed off that they're just they're just getting these cuts because they're female, and it's fucking terrible.
It is hard, and like, the way I think about it is I'm thinking about the next generation of women.
Yeah.
And I want to show that you don't need to do that if you don't want to.
You don't.
If you want to do that and it empowers you, wicked. But it's not a necessity, and you can still get where you want to be. It might take a little bit longer, but like do it with integrity and do it authentically, and you'll get a lot further, and your longevity will be longer.
Yeah, for sure.
But and again, I've got respect for the girls that aren't necessarily out there using their sexuality, but it's just who they are, and that's how they dress, and they get extra notoriety, and then they've got to face the full force of people going, well, she's only getting like that because she's DJing in a bra, fucking, do you know what I mean, or scantily clad, and getting caught with the the models and the strippers that are doing it that don't have any skill. So it's it's a shitty, muddly situation.
It's hard. It's very complex. There's a lot of strings to it, but my advice will always be just be authentic, and that'll
be yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Just be yourself. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, what you're doing, as long as you're staying true to your own purpose.
Yeah.
Like that will always shine through for people that are also looking for that.
Yeah, 100%. And with your own type production type things, is there? So you mentioned live streaming briefly. Is there any live streams or events that people can catch you at the moment? Because I know events are kind of far and few between in Bristol.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing an LSB night at Lakota.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
At the end of the month. I think that's the 23rd.
Yeah.
This is not good promo.
That's alright.
End of the month, LSB. That'll be pretty good.
You can also find Hollie May playing with fuck's sake, Euphonique and I always forget Traffic's girlfriend's name. Frenetic at Runting's last week.
That was good.
That was a sick set. All three of them absolutely fuck shit up. Big time. Yeah,
nice.
Big. The vibes were sick in there. The MCs, everything was good. Get your asses down to Runting's to check out her set, man.
Yeah, that I really enjoyed that, and it was nice to have a studio that you can go to that people are also monitoring
It's not a bedroom.
No, it's not a bedroom. You've kind of got. I think now is the time to kind of differ what we're doing, because everyone's doing these bedroom streams, which is fine. But I find on my own page I don't really get that much reach on them anyway.
No.
Yeah.
So I just
it's very hard.
And I've just found it hard doing them anyway, because there is a difference between people that are dressing provocatively and there's a difference between people that aren't, or doing, you know, it's all about more about popularity, and I'm just not really into that. It's just like I'd rather be in a dark room where you can't see me.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be happy. Bring me back to those days.
Yeah. So yeah, if you do want to find out any more about Hollie May, you are on Facebook as at Hollie, which is HOLLIE.MAYDMB.
That's also my Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. And on SoundCloud, you are Hollie May DMB, all one word as well. And we'll put links into that in the chat just this moment. Yeah, you've got like a bunch of mixes up there that you've been putting out.
Yeah, got lots of mixes.
Yeah,
lots
which
of
is
stuff
awesome.
I'm working on. I've started to produce a bit more. I'm not very good at the moment, but I will be hopefully one day. All right. But I know it's a process. It will always be a process. So
if you build it, it will come.
Yeah,
those are the rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look forward to hearing your future productions. You've brought a couple of tunes in to showcase that you've been either ones that you're kind of interested in or that you've been playing recently. The first one we've got up is Septon and Sonar. Is there any little bits of info you want to give about this tune at all?
This is just one that I fucking love.
Yeah.
Like I play it in quite a lot of sets. I really like his style. It's got like this sort of like say like transcendent bass, like it comes in and out. It's just a cool track. Just like it. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
All right, well let's stop talking about it and let's get into it. This is Septon and Sonar.
Good bass.
Yeah, I'm putting this build up right now.
Played this last week, didn't you?
Probably.
I remember this. This sounded fucking lovely.
Yeah,
man.
It sounds really nice and loud. It's got that really like gritty, growly bass.
There's loads of room there, isn't there? Loads of room in it.
Nice to mix as well.
Like you can almost like feel the bass on your rib cage as it's coming out speaker.
There's a cool little breakdown here.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you had that extra layer of like percussion.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That is
lovely tune. Yeah.
He's underrated as well.
Yeah. The sub, I can feel the sub like dancing away. Like the production on that is out of this world.
Yeah. Really
Well, that was a hot minute right there.
World. Yeah, yeah,
scorching.
Yeah.
Oh my days! Wow. Yeah.
There's a reason she gets all the gigs.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. And the other one you brought in for this week.
Yeah, Sofa Sound. I've got to shout out Sofa Sound because they're fucking sick.
Big up Sofa Sound.
So fucking sick, which is great.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, there's a play on words there. I didn't even catch it.
I love Sofa Sound because I know bullshit.
Yeah.
And they just play what they like. And Another Man's really good. I like this tune because it's just a little bit different. It is that mix between more of like the jump uppy and more of the techie kind of stuff.
Not cool.
And it's just a nice collaboration of them all.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's get it on. This is Sofa Sound Bristol, Nuva Man with Night.
Whoa!
He's only young as well.
Is he?
Yeah. And it always goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is stunning.
It's really square, but it's still as tight as
Yeah.
Still got a lot of movement in it.
Literally.
It's nice loud.
So Nutty T's film.
Oh, wait, Ollie, it's only a minute, mate.
That's alright.
Leave it a second. What? I just got to play that last little bit one more time because that sound is really nice. It's like, what is it? It's like a massive ruler or something. You have a ruler when you're in the school. You used to like whack it on through the end of the bench, shit like that. Yeah, that is dope.
It's nice sample.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, we've got to get the full version of that in for the next show.
Lovely.
For sure.
Nutty T's just said that his film's going to be on Prime and it's going into a film festival at the moment. So yeah, big things for Nutty. Fair play. Keep us updated on that.
I'd really like to watch the full.
Yeah,
full
100%.
I always like films like that, gritty kind of English crime.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice,
like the bad girl I am, obviously.
It's got to be done. Well, cool. Yeah, so yeah, if you haven't already, go and check out Hollie May. This is her SoundCloud right here. I've got some tunes from, what is it, 2020 mixtape?
Yeah.
With MC Gusto.
If you go on my, go on the playlist.
I'll play this, yeah.
That's where my mixes are.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've got a Bristec mix, which is quite cool.
Sick.
So I did that not long ago. But these are all a list of all the mixes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Awesome. So you got hours and hours of entertainment just waiting for you, just right there.
With more nasty ass sub-ridden beasts like you've just heard.
It's gotta be done. All right.
I've still got to send you that tune that you wanted.
Yeah, you do. I really need that in my life. That tune.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
What tune are you talking about?
A tune that she played when she played Runtings.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
That's his head pot round.
Yeah, I was like, I need that. What is that? I need that tune. Please send it to me.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. So yeah. I don't think we've had any other comments in the chat recently for this, other than Sibi DeWitt was saying that they really love this.
Nice. Go and buy it, it's really good.
Yeah.
But the whole Sofa Sound album is sick.
Yeah, I've never heard of them before, so I'm definitely going to be checking them out after the show.
Yeah.
Do you know
it's
them?
DLR and...
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's mainly DLR.
Oh, nice.
And I do some stuff with Gusto sometimes, so I did mix with Gusto on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to do like an interview thing. I want to shout out actually, we've just started something called D&B Link Up with my friend.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And it's basically like a mental health group within drum and bass, like a support network.
Yeah.
So you go into the group, you share stuff that you think might help people, and we talk about topics.
Okay.
That, you know, for instance, the topic at the moment is like, how have you kept up your productivity around production? And it's got a list of lots of charities if you needed that extra help. It's about connecting people. So D&B Link Up, check it out.
Well, when that starts to kick and you get a couple of guests, bring them on here for the promo.
Well, I was thinking that, but what we want to do, we want to do a mix after, so I don't know how we'll do that. But I think, if we get them in for a chat about it.
Yeah, well, we could definitely work something out, or we could do it. We could do a pre-record of the mix, and we could do an extended version where the mix goes out on this afterwards.
Yeah, that would be good.
So we'll work on it. We'll work it out because
sweet.
It's what we're all about, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's important now more than ever that people are actually like opening up about how they feel, especially in such a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
Like, I think the suicide rate, sorry to put down on anything, but like with men, it's about 40% of people have died from suicide within like a male culture.
It's crazy,
men.
All the kids I see on my, I swear back when I was their age, like, there weren't all these deaths, and it's probably true there wasn't Facebook, so there wasn't this
so
wide
much
network.
To be seen, you know?
But still, the amount of young kids that are on my Facebook, that we've had at least 3 kids die that have put tunes into this show.
So sad.
Do you know what I mean? And that's fucking great. And it's not even that big of a show, do you know what I mean? We top out at like 50, 60 people watching live, and for there to be 3 of
even
those,
just one is too much.
Yeah, even one is too much,
It's
and
mad.
It's fucking mad.
I feel very passionately about like facing this within drum and bass specifically because it's something that can connect you and it stops the pressure of having to open up too much. You can open up about drum and bass and go from there.
But you know, the sad thing is, especially with suicide, when in my 20s I was verging on it, not largely to do because they put me on antidepressants I didn't need to be on.
Yeah.
It was Seroxat. So in those days, those were the ones that were like, more people were killing themselves who'd been put on Seroxat than any other one because it was just a ropey drug.
Yeah.
And fucking, it's always the ones that say they're going to do it tend to be the ones that are able to voice it, and them saying they're feeling suicidal is them asking for help. It's the ones that can't talk and can't say they're gonna do it. The ones that fucking do it because they're serious and they don't have they can't reach out. So it's even more important for us to reach out to them and make sure that they know that we are supporting them. They can come to you whatever their problem is, because they're not the ones that are reaching out. And how do you find them? Apart from using platforms like this to support them. So big up, we're 100% behind that.
good.
100% behind.
Yeah, please link us up and we'll share the links after the show. Yeah,
I think it's it's a good platform and it's something that we need to address. And whilst we're all connected with music, let's just do it through that.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody, even on the outskirts of the scene, do you know what I mean? Anybody,
anyone.
Do you know what I mean? If you're worried about your mate, do you know what I mean? We're their support networks, and I'm willing to chat to anybody.
Yeah, same.
I'd much prefer to fucking spend like 2-3 hours chatting to somebody than find out on my Facebook feed that somebody's done it again. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
So yeah. There we go.
That's important, yeah.
Close
and
to my heart, this subject.
Yeah, same.
It's close to everyone's heart. I mean,
well, everybody's got a mental health, the same as everyone's got a physical health.
Of course.
And like especially through like lockdown, like so many people have lost like so many things. It's not just human contact. It's just the things we hold, like just in terms of like routine and things like that. And obviously, I lost my business at the start of lockdown as well. So it's we've all been trying to find new ways to get used to the new normal, which doesn't feel normal in any sort of sense.
It's really testing people.
Yeah, 100%.
Because of the shitty government that we're in, they've taken a lot away from these kind of services.
Yeah.
And this is why I feel like it needs to come more from the grassroots now. Because like this isn't going to come from the top down. The government aren't going to turn around and be like, we'll look after you. Like this has got to come from us. This is why it's important to build up support networks.
When I was still on heroin, and there was obviously, when I was on heroin, there was something called harm reduction. So the government, it was the Labour government, and what they were doing, they would put money into things like the BDP, where they would reduce the amount of harm an addict would put themselves into by giving them needles, giving them paraphernalia, giving them support. But just when I was sorting myself out, the Conservatives got in and they took it away. So harm reduction, essentially for street workers, sex workers, people with addiction, just got lost, and they went into firm rehabilitation and addiction management. And indicative of any addiction, you give somebody some harm management, and they will use on top. But what happens is, when they can't afford to use, there is something there to stop them from being desperate, robbing people. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you're exactly on point. The government are not supporting.
It's not going to come from the top down.
It will not.
Kind of get comfortable with that thing. But we have the skills. Everyone's got a skill, and if we was to offer that to each other, we wouldn't need other things. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, I feel very strongly about it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, 100% support from Boombastic.
Well, we'll get full links for that after the show, and as I say, everything will be in the playlist for everything we've been talking about. So don't worry if you are interested to find out more. We will put up everything in there. All right. Feels like a bit of a weird segue to go into
this is the perfect uplift we need. The perfect
into crashing on a bike, but this is what we're gonna do. So. Where's the music on here? Here we go. Lovely. Right. So, in what's become an almost like weekly feature at this point, Jay has been on his bike and has been having more mishaps in the rain, just like myself. So let's check it out. This is where is he in this?
He's Wales somewhere.
In Wales, in a mysterious location in Wales. Jay has got a GoPro, and I've not muted this. Here we go.
Oh no!
I've done that. Hang on. This is the problem, Ollie, when you send me links that are coming out of your messenger. There we go. There we are. Fucking hell.
Here we go.
Alex Roby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love how he gets flipped over the top. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh shit, this is wet as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog's just like, fuck it.
The dog's loving it.
Oh no, whoa, please. Ray, I've got it on camera, that was ace.
Well, I think that's the end of
where
it.
He gets flipped over. What's the other one's fucking brilliant?
Let's go to the other one, which I think is this one. Where's that? Hang on. Oh man, I'm trying to get these unmuted from Messenger, is it?
There you go. No, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Play it.
Flippy.
There we go.
Just breathe.
The noise from this one's pretty good.
Oh
shit. Oh. I quite like that sound.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It'd be a good fucking roller.
You see how much he's sliding there? That's super sketchy.
Whoa. I'm fucking drifting.
Oh.
Glad he's got a helmet on.
Oh, that's got her. Let's take that back, shall we?
That is
It comes out of nowhere. Where is it? I can't even see where it comes in.
I think it's that tree down there, isn't it?
Fucking drifting.
Blimey.
Oh no, there's a little bit further down as well, isn't there?
Into the
They
tree.
have absolute classics on it.
Ouch.
Bless him.
Ow.
They're so funny.
Ouch.
so
To Walla
funny.
Wallas.
Your bloke are no easy.
Oh, bent, the handlebars are bent.
Bent the handlebars as well. Oh mate.
Definitely knocked my
I think I
handlebars
heard
out
his
there.
nuts popping.
Oh my days.
Oh, big up easy.
Yeah, so keep sending us more of your fails videos, mate. They're
we
pretty
love
good.
it. We love it.
Very good.
Oh my days. All right.
Oh, right, so.
Yeah, let's get into.
Oh, yeah, the figgly bob. It's my favourite bit.
Boombastic Events! Okay, so if you want information from all of this stuff, you go to Proper Avenue on Facebook. There is the Blue Mountain thing, which was unfortunately the old one. We can't get rid of that, that's fine. There is also Tekadelik Bomb Shop, which happens every Friday. Live! If you can't get to that, there is also the podcast, which is the 8-way collab live stream that's happening every. Yeah, Tuesday, let's give it that. There's also a Facebook event at Techno every Wednesday. And coming up, 5th of September, this Saturday, there is the Distant Planet Social Distance Party. And after the show, don't forget to check out a Blue Underground show. They are back!
Yes! Nice.
Yeah!
Favourite part of the show, that is. He hasn't fucked one up yet either. He's done them
no,
all
I've
within
I've had two where I completely fucked it,
Oh,
but
have
it's
you?
okay, yeah. So thanks for not remembering, that really makes it a little bit easier.
Normally I'm the first to jump on one of
Talking
your
of things
mistakes.
you will remember though, Ollie, it is the Lucky Dick!
God. I fucking hate this. It's not worth
So they love it, Ollie.
Phone a friend.
I don't. Literally, right, the rule is nobody is picking one. I want to get this over and done with as fast as possible.
What are you talking about, mate?
I want to go home.
I'm gonna go create a poll right now. Alright, so
No ones.
basically you guys now have a choice. Choose 1, 2, 3 or 4. 3 of the tunes are memes and mashups. One of them is the winning tune. It's up to you guys that are watching right now to choose a winning tune, and we will keep going until we find the winning tune. It's really that easy. So if you're watching anything that isn't Facebook and you can't see a poll, don't worry. We will tally up any of the votes from the comments. Just put a number in the comments and we'll make a note of it. Holly, which one do you want to go for? 1, 2, 3 or 4?
3, please.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Let's see what we've got on here. Got Aaron Khan saying 4. T Milo saying 1. 90 wants to pick one just to piss Ollie off.
Yeah, of course he does. That's what he'll do. I don't even bother trying to influence people.
I don't know why you keep picking one, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I picked 3 this time. I'm not picking ones anymore.
Everyone's picking one.
Yeah, I know. Look.
Maybe you should do some reverse
I
psychology.
try, but then they listen to me. This is the problem. You can never predict it.
Oh, it's neck and neck right now, mate. It's neck and neck. Wherever you are, vote, vote, vote. Do it now, do it now. Oh, mate.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
You cut the tension in the studio with Spork. Right, let's get into this thing. Okay.
Right, this is taking far too long.
I'm just setting it up, mate. Right.
Nancy Dayland thinks he's funny.
Oh, mate, you're not gonna like this, Ollie.
It's gone for one.
The tune that has the most winning votes is number 1.
What are you doing to me?
What are you doing to us, honestly? Alright, let's see what number 1 is. Is it one and done? Hashtag, what is it? It is...
Oh, God.
It's Linkin Park versus Smash Mouth.
No, but these are... I don't know. don't know if we've explained it, but these are the most annoying and silly videos OP can find.
Oh my god.
It's a bit of a cheat because they use artists from the same genre.
Not really. It works so well though. Yeah, it gets that disapproving head shake. That's what it's all about. Turn it up! Let's rock! Oh my god. Alicia and stars, bring them low.
It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You'll buckle up now, wait till you get older.
Everyone's loving us in the chat.
Dwayne White Events head.
It's getting pretty red. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. The world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Should we pick another tune?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You don't want to listen to more Linkin Park and Smash Mouth?
No, it definitely won't. Like, no. So I always used to pick one. OP never used to put the good tune in it. But now we've got this out of the way. The right tune.
Wait, this is the best bit.
It's not the best bit.
I think there needs to be more whistling in tunes, honestly. It's an untapped market.
Well, you're probably like sitting on the dock of the bay then, wouldn't you?
Oh, we have to go out of that. Oh my god.
Fucking terrible. Armando.
Okay, so next person in the comments, put 2, 3, or 4, and we'll choose your tune. Go, go, go. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Do it now. What's gonna be? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? 2, 3, or 4. Go, go, go. Come on. Oh, Lillian, we're not counting you. You're in the studio already.
Oh, that's not fair. I even waited a little bit. It's gonna be 4.
Yeah, I know you did. Alright, let's get out of this. Whoa. Okay. Who chose number 4? This is out to Aaron Can on YouTube. This is all down to you, mate. Our fate is in your hands.
Please.
Let's see what's behind door number 4. It is.
God, I know it's bad already.
It's Fortune.
Oh no, I love these.
Fortunate Son on Flopatron.
I love these.
Down now.
Is this actually made with printers?
Yeah. What they've done is they plugged them into a sequencer. Look, it's the old fucking Atari sequencer.
Okay.
Good, isn't it? What really makes me like these is the fact that they've worked out what note those floppy drives spin at. So what RPM to set those floppy drives to hit the correct note. So then, yeah.
That is technical.
Yeah.
You can see all the data going by on the screen as well.
Look at that, that's brilliant. They're playing chords. Now to make a hard drive arm that reads the disc to make the beat is just ridiculous.
I ain't no really near this one. Enemy! You're not a fortunate one on it.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh my days, right. So, we've had everyone else choose so far, so I think as Holly is a special guest, we should get her to choose a tune next. So, Holly, it's down to you.
What am I picking?
2 numbers now, choose 2 or 3.
2, please.
I'm gonna go for 2.
Oh no, 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Phone home.
Because you went for 3 initially, and then you went for 2.
No,
and then you panicked and went back for 3.
Stick it to your guns, Holly.
3.
Stick it to your gun.
Stick it to your hands.
Yeah.
Go for 3.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
3, please. Final answer.
He wants to
Okay.
be Chris Tarrant. It's very sad. Stop it. Stop it.
in it, mate. Will you calm your britches down? Jesus. Here we go. Number 3 is... It's the winning tune! Yes! Can't describe it! By the DJ producer!
He's amazing.
Oh, yes.
I win. What do I win?
I don't know, but we went for free beginning, didn't we? We could have not had to deal with any of that. You'll all be happy to know Luke broke his Chaos Pad. His favourite reverb button broke, and he gave it to me to fix. And I took my son to Bath Park and met him last Saturday. And he was happy, and for some reason he decided to move one unit in his studio and ended up ripping the whole thing down and redoing the whole fucking thing. So he was in trouble with the missus, and he's got his reverb button back.
Let's take a picture because Alex absolutely loves it.
This stuff is so sick.
Wait till the drop on this, it's so good. Go. Yeah. Finally, Ollie. Finally. See what I did there?
Yeah, it was very good, Oakley.
Thanks, mate.
Nice guy as well.
Luke's
lovely.
Yeah. Lovely. We had him on the show beginning of the year.
Yeah, the first show of 2020.
So he said he'll be the first guest to every year on the show. So he's doing it in January again.
I reckon the vocals are supposed to be Marjo's said vocals are not in time. But I think they're supposed to be.
Oh, they're definitely in time. Oh, in tune.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I think it sounds good to me.
I think when you've got such an iconic song, it kind of works.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh my days. What a sculpture.
Good old Lukey boy.
Yeah.
Michael Holman, it does need more donk. Everything needs more donk.
Oh, for God's sake. Don't get him started about the donk.
I gave my donk pack to Cuts, who produces for Runtings, and he's making some donk D&B.
Fascinating. That's what I like it.
Yes, Simmy.
Oh. Mate. You made it through the unlucky dip to back in the tune submissions.
Yes.
We have an awesome tune from the one and only Gash.
Oh, nice.
This is Gash remix of Fat World, Zenga Girls. And this is out on record, so you know it's going to be a banger. Just check it out.
Nice and interesting. Yeah, like bangs and techno maybe. One step away from cutting fucking words out of the paper and doing them on the paper. Oh!
Filthy. Dirty. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Mutant bass line, dubstep bass house all mashed up into one. Fair play, Gash. This is sick, man. Bass Embrace, say yes!
Honeybees is giving us all the dinosaurs and giraffes right now.
The mix down is good.
Proper funky beats. Really good stuff there.
Really
Such
good.
a sick remix.
Really good.
Yeah, absolutely love that. All right, let's get into our next tune. This is the Missy Lou remix by Tekadelik.
Oh, nice.
Let's see what this is.
Oh, I love this. I love that tune. It's a violin version, though. The original violin in it?
I don't think this is a violin, mate.
Yeah, it's a violin, definitely.
It might have been way distorted.
It's a violin.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Trying to tell me instruments.
Alright. You've got genres wrong on this show multiple times.
Yeah, but genres
so
are
you
different.
can shout.
Genres are different.
I think the idea is there, it's just kind of lacking a bit of...
Yeah, definitely.
It feels like it's quite rounded off. There's not quite any like
There's
top
no
end to it, you know what I mean?
top, yeah. But it's coming in now.
I think it might just be down to the kick though, because the other things sound okay. It's just maybe the kick is with a bit more punch in it.
There's no hi-hat in there. There is a hi-hat in there, but it's not with the hi-hat frequency.
Yeah, it's not the mix properly, yeah.
So that snare as well, it sounds like they've used too much high pass for it. There's a little bit of hat there now, but the bass is overrunning it. The idea is really good though.
Yeah, for sure.
Just got to big up everyone trying to do their thing.
Yeah, 100%.
But then again, you know, they are using a violin, and a lot of orchestral stuff is quite mid-heavy. So, you know, maybe they're artistically looking at the mix and going, I don't care if it's on a rig or not. I just want it to sound sort of organic and where the lead instrument comes from.
Maybe they want the lead instruments to be the most prominent in the track.
Exactly. And yeah, with that violin sample, the highs would knock it out.
But I mean, I would argue, even if you're not looking to get it played out on a rig, it doesn't matter if it's coming out on a rig. So we're listening to it on headphones, but we can still tell what the mix is like, do you know what I mean? It's just how it's satisfying to listen to.
So
our own personal taste as well.
The reason that you have these really like heavily mastered, like mega processed tunes is so you can hear everything on a rig.
Yeah.
When it's played really fucking loud. Whereas if you're listening to it on headphones, you can hear all of the elements, even if they are a bit muddy. Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas on a big rig, that would be a void of noise.
Yeah.
But on headphones, there's a lot more detail in the headphone and home speakers.
Yeah, yeah.
So that would be why I'd fucking do something like that.
Yeah. Well, next up, we're going to get into friend of the show, the Techno Butcher, and actually one of the guys who's recently signed up to our Patreon. So thank you so much for doing that, mate. We really do appreciate that. He has done a remix of one of our shows. This is the Techno Butcher live hardware jam with the definition of ooh.
Is that you doing that? Oh no.
This is us, yeah. How would you do it?
We went through this thing and somebody was writing like capital
How would you do it?
and lower oohs, and we was like trying to vocalise them.
How would you do it?
I think it's like.
How would you do it?
I think it's like.
do it? Oh
my god.
How would you do it?
I think it's like.
I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn.
How would you do it?
I think it's like.
How much is it?
How would you do it?
I think it's like. Oh my god.
What I'm saying is, it's your turn.
How would you do it?
I think it's like.
I'm kind of into it.
I get photoshopped all the time, and I've just got used to that. But listening to my voice doing that constantly,
How would you do
I'm
it?
really struggling.
How would you do it? I mean, if we're gonna get super metal, we can just remix it on the spot as well.
You funny fucker.
I'm not against that.
You're not against it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'd like listen out to a rig, but I really appreciate what he's done.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really its own thing.
Put this into Mark's URL show. Search Imperial the Acid Man. He'll fucking love
Just
this.
to piss him off.
He will love this.
Oh my god.
This is totally his shit. 'Cause my mate Mark the Acid Clown, he does another side review live, but he does it all on live sims. So this is right down his front, up down his alley or up his alley. I don't know what to say. Yeah, up his alley. That's it. That's the one. Stop hearing this song, Ricky.
What? Fire me. I mean, he's sampling us. We can't really ruin it much more than it is already.
I don't know, yeah,
We're already ruining it just by definition of being in it. But no, that's actually really sick. The Techno Butcher, please do feel free to remix any more of our shows. Have which way you want. There's a whole, pretty much getting on nearly on 2 years now of ridiculous samples. I'm pretty sure you could pick through. So yeah, please get on that. That'd be amazing. Let's get into our next tune. This is Nutty T with Tifa and Intentions. This is the Nutty T remix, and this is a sick track.
Yeah.
Yo, that really like old school, like early 2000s house style sort of sound.
Some of it was classed as hard part.
Yeah. We can finish on time, or we can play your tune as well.
Yeah, finish on time. Basically.
Thank God for that, honestly.
Yeah, it's good. Nutty T's really good with the off bass. Yeah. But he normally makes hard style anyway. It's gone into techno a little bit more. We've still got a lot of that coming in. It's about 7 years old apparently, Nutty today.
There's 6 on it. And to the Techno Butcher who's laughing his arse off on YouTube right now. Glad to see you, you've got your music, mate. Whoa.
Yeah, big up Techno Butcher.
Not surprised.
Techno Butcher just said he just nearly went crazy listening to that on repeat for 2 days it was making it.
It's bad enough having to listen to me and OP over the fucking headset.
Just for the show.
An intelligent mind is actually a spirit that interacts and has intention.
So Nutty's obviously he quite a techie man?
Oh, 100%, yeah. He makes sample packs for like virus synths and all that. It's really good.
Yeah, he's a man.
You can tell by his sounds like this, like 6 years old, isn't it?
Nice. That is dope. It's hardstyle your kind of thing, Hollie?
I used to love it previously.
Yeah, so.
I haven't listened to it for a long time, but I still
It reminds me a lot of the old like Plutonium records and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, so Nutty's saying he made this from a sine wave.
Yeah.
Scratch.
That's sick.
The kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to know about synthesis to do that.
Yeah, he's got absolute skills.
Nearly sued Plutonium, why? Give us the juice.
Oh yeah, we want to hear more about that story.
Yeah, you fell out with him, didn't you?
No, really. Why didn't you sue them?
Awesome stuff there.
That's it.
That would probably have to be a story for another time, I'm afraid, because we are out of time. But please, yeah, Nutty, let us know if you can the more juicy details about you and your beef with Plutonium, because I really want to know about that, even if we can't broadcast it on the show. So yeah, guys, we have come to the end. Oh my God, is it really 9 o'clock already? Holy shit! Let's just go on so quick as per usual. Wait, is something else playing that? That is, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. That's better. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for coming to the studio, Hollie May, and yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. I hope you enjoyed it. Is there any last few things that you want to plug on the show?
Last words.
I'd like to thank my mum.
My career is finished for coming on here.
Just check out D&B Link Up.
Yes.
Mainly, that's what I want to plug.
Yeah,
check out
for
D&B
sure.
Link Up.
Also.
Yeah, come on with that when it launches.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Well, it's already launched, the Facebook thing, but what we want to do is interviews with people in the industry about their mental health and how they've dealt with things.
Awesome. And yeah, if you can, go over to her Facebook page, check out the Runtings live stream they did on there.
Yes.
And I think later on.
Records that was on.
Awesome. And I think if you guys hurry, you might be able to catch the last hour of the Oblivion Underground live show, which has had a whole mess around with their what's the word, like time schedule and stuff, but they're doing like the last hour of it right now. So yeah, big love out to all the Oblivion Underground crew. And yeah, other than that, we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Big love. Get a bizzle. Bye bye bye
One of the best to ever do it.